Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports News. Coming on live tonight, we're going to be talking about week 2 of the NFL. So, before we get started, we got some fans that are going to come in, some people that's going to come in and talk about this week's action in the NFL. So, let my man Casey in real quick. Hey, Casey, what's going on, bro?
How you doing, man? Good to be here.
Yeah,
First
I'm pretty
timer.
good.
So I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Glad you're able to join us.
no problem. Pleasure to be here.
Cool. What
Yeah.
did you think about your Bengals last week?
Man, I'm still kind of getting over that game right now. Like it still bothers me that we lost the game, but I mean I'm used to it because we typically start slow first couple weeks of the year. But I was thinking because we had Burrow healthy coming into the year that we'd be okay, but we just came out sluggish. Our defense missed like too many tackles, out of position. So, and plus we got Kansas City coming up this week, man. So I don't know. I'm just bracing for the worst and hoping for the best. I don't know, but we'll see. I just hope we play with some more fight this week, and just and even if we do lose, I just hope we don't get blown out and embarrass ourselves. So just looking to see more effort on the defensive end, especially, and hopefully Burrow takes care of the ball and takes more chances downfield too. He was a little conservative, I think, from what I saw. So
Yeah, I can tend to agree with that as well. My man Level Up Sports 10, he's also a Cincinnati Bengals fan. So, we got two Bengals on the line today.
I'm sure he's feeling my pain.
Yes, exactly. How's it going, WTP Sports?
I'm good, bro. How you?
Pretty good. I was looking at the spread actually. They got us plus 5.5. I'm trying to figure out how that is, but like he said, man, I hope we come out. Hopefully Higgins is not injured as well. And got a few days to get that contract signed, man. That's my biggest talk right now, man. We go down this week. I'm gonna have to put my boys in the doghouse.
So
Okay.
you're not going to support him the rest of the year, or just like
Nah, I'm a definitely support them, but a quick 2-0 off 0-2 start would be kind of hurtful for the season to start off that way, knowing the schedule that we got this season. That'll be tough to dig out of a hole, knowing how the stretch is going to be in the middle and towards that end as well. I'm definitely die hard though, definitely that.
Definitely.
Yeah, the line must have come down a little bit because when I checked this morning, it was y'all was +6, but now y'all plus 5.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was 6. I wonder why it's come down a little bit. Vegas must know something we don't know.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
See, Higgins just might not be playing.
Yeah.
So hopefully y'all get Jamar Chase signed soon. I mean, are they negotiating or he just sitting at the crib like waiting for him to say something?
I mean, he played the first game. I think he's going to keep playing. But I just saw an article today where it just comes down to the guaranteed money. He wants the money to be paid to him sooner, and our ownership they want to defer it until like 2027 or something like that. And so when Chase and his agent heard that, they're like, "Nah, we're not doing that because if he gets hurt, he's not get that money. He can't wait till 2027. So it's just a matter of the money's right, but it's not getting to him as fast as he wants. That's what I read today.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you stand up on that, Casey. You're gonna be one of our other Cincinnati bingo reporters. So we
definitely,
stay
man.
up on top of that.
I tried to.
Mossberg, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if anybody else gonna jump on, so we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So the first game is tomorrow. It's the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins are favored by 1.5, and the over and under is 50.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Well, I think I got Miami winning the game, and I think it is going to be a high-scoring game. So I think they're both going to be over 50 points for sure, or 50.5 points. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but with Miami on top.
What you think about that Level Up Sports 10?
I definitely feel the same way. The over and under, I think it'll actually be quite the defensive battle. I'm gonna take the under. Even though I know they both have high-powered offenses, I think Buffalo have a statement to make early in the season, but I feel the Dolphins cover the spread and at least get the win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna pick the over for sure, but I'm thinking that the Dolphins will win it, and I think that they will cover. They'll win by at least 3, so I think they'll cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I think Miami's motivated to keep playing well for Tyreek Hill. You know, the situation just came out of. So, and their offense is explosive anyway with Waddle and everybody else they have. So,
Yeah, with both of them having over 100 yards last week receiving, I'm like, wow.
yeah,
That was big.
he's amazing.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
So the next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Minnesota Vikings. And the 49ers is favored by 6.5, and the over and under is 45.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
Ooh, Vikings actually came out and surprised me that first week, putting up quite a few points. San Francisco's defense, I feel will cover that spread and take over, and I think they offense to get going, put up quite a few points because I think Minnesota with Sam Darnold, I think they both teams will definitely get them points. Unlike the Bills and Dolphins, I think it'll just be a battle there. But with the 49ers and Vikings, I think they'll definitely cover the 45.5 with the 49ers on top.
What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Yeah, I definitely got the 49ers winning that game, and I think they'll cover and go over that 45. I think I was very impressed with how San Francisco played without McCaffrey. They just seem like they're a well-oiled machine. Like that offense just keeps rolling. I see them winning, and they're going to cover that.
Yeah, I think the 49ers are going to cover as well, but I'm going with the under because I don't think the Vikings are going to score that many points against that 49ers defense. So I'm going on the under on that 45.5, but I am picking San Francisco to cover. And like you said, Casey, it was clicking like a well-oiled machine, even without McCaffrey.
Right.
I'm like, man, if you can do that without him out there too,
that's a definite problem.
They're trying to send a message to the NFL.
It speaks to the depth. It speaks to the depth that they have and just their offensive scheme. Shanahan, I mean, gets them in position. So yeah.
Yeah, Shanahan's a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the New England Patriots, and the Seahawks are favored by 3.5, and that over and under is 37.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Wow. Well, speaking of New England, I'm trying to get them out of my mind right now, but I think both defenses are solid. So I think Seattle's going to win and cover, but I think overall it's going to be below that 37. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. But I think Seattle's going to win that one, cover the spread.
What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
I feel the same way with him. Speaking on the Patriots, man, and I was looking at this one. I actually have the Patriots with that win last week, having a momentum to come in home, the first home game of the season with the new head coach, new identity. I feel they could get this win, and I'm taking them with the spread against Seattle. And I'm going to go with you said, the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to go under, but a close game with New England winning by a field goal.
Yeah, I'm picking New England to win this game outright. But I'm going with the under, though. I don't think either one of them is going to score a whole lot of points. I can definitely see it being 17-13, something like that. I don't think either one of them going to score a whole lot of points. But I am picking the Patriots to win that game outright.
Okay.
Next one, we got the New York Giants at the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are favored by 2. Can you believe that? The Commanders are favored.
+2.
And the over and under is 44. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
Man, I'm gonna take the Commanders at home. I like the quarterback. I definitely feel like they'll be in good hands for the years to come. Giants have something to prove in the quarterback they've had there for a few years, and it's a tough call on the over and under. I'm gonna go with the under. I feel like it'll be turnovers here and there throughout the game, but somebody's defense gonna step up at a point just to get that cover on the 2. But I feel like they'll definitely stay under on the 44.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Yeah, I definitely got Washington winning that game. I was not impressed with the Giants' performance against Minnesota at home. Not impressed with Daniel Jones. I just think they're in for a long year. So, and I think Washington's going to cover, but I think it's going to be under overall for both teams. So, but yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, I think I'm picking the Commanders, and I'm picking them to cover that -2 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I don't think they're going over 44 points either. And whenever the Commanders are favored against anybody, that other team has got to be horrible.
Horrible.
No doubt.
Giants, you are horrible, Giants.
And that's being nice.
Yeah, that's being nice. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So the next one we got is the Los Angeles Chargers at the Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chargers are favored by 6.5, and the over and under is 39.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
I got the Chargers winning that one, and I believe they're going to cover. Carolina, they struggled that first game. I thought they was going to be a little bit improved this year. I know they're at home, but I think with Coach Harbaugh, I think they're taking the personality of him, and so I think they're going to win and cover. But I think it's going to be actually over. I think it's going to be a lot of points scored, but I got the Chargers covering.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that? Level Up Sports 10?
I agree. I had the earlier I was doing my math and looking at everything, and that game definitely, like, I had the Chargers marked, scratch them out, but I'm gonna definitely jump on that with Casey and pick the Chargers to cover. I just feel like the quarterback, of course, Herbert, he'll come out, have a better performance than he had last week, and just try to get the offense clicking a little bit. Panthers, they really didn't show me anything much coming back this year. Like you said, I thought they would definitely be looking a lot better compared to last year with the quarterback that they do have. But I feel like the Chargers will definitely get a little movement and get things going.
Yeah, I agree with you both on this one. I got the Chargers covering and winning that game. And I believe they're going to go over that 39.5 because I can see the Chargers scoring 35 of it.
Exactly.
I can definitely see them going over that 39.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The next one we got the New Orleans Saints at the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys are favored by 6.5, and the over and under is 45.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
I'm going to definitely go with the Dallas Cowboys +6. They were sitting on all cylinders. Players got played. They got paid, and they performed well. So I don't see anything wrong with that stopping the Cowboys being in the Texas stadium, and I'm going to take the over. I just feel like everybody's going to be doing something. Defense probably get a pick 6, maybe 2.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
I'm with Level Up Sports Team. I got, the way Dallas looked that first game, actually surprised me. I think it's going to be as impressive as they were at Cleveland. And so, but New Orleans, they look pretty good the first game too. So I got Dallas covering. I think it's going to be over.
Yeah, I agree with you both on that one. I got Dallas covering and winning that game, and I think it's going to be over too because both of them can score some points. And I can see the Saints scoring at least 20, and I definitely can see the Cowboys scoring 30. So I can definitely see them going over that 45.5. The next game we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Green Bay Packers, and the Colts are favored by 3 points. The over and under is 41.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Yeah, I know Jordan Love is out this game, so I got the Colts winning. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think they're going to cover though. I think it's going to be. I'm going to take the under as well. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, very tight, and under. But I don't think the Colts are going to cover the spread though. But I got them winning.
What's your thoughts on that, Level Up Sports 10?
I feel the same exact way that the Colts will cover the 3, but the under with the defensive battle, even with Jordan Love out, if I'm not mistaken, I think he'll definitely be out this week coming. I think it'll be the under on the overall of the game, but I do have the Colts winning.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think the Colts is going to win and win pretty convincingly, but I think it's going to be under because I don't think the Green Bay Packers are going to score very many points. Even though Malik Willis came from my Tennessee Titans, he's not any good. So I can't see them scoring very many points. If they get 10, they lucky.
Yeah, you saw firsthand. Like he He seemed like he's a good guy off the field, but yeah, just on the field, he just doesn't
Yeah,
have the rise that he
yeah.
can. Yeah.
So I definitely see the coach covering and them being under.
Yeah.
So I'm going with what y'all said as well.
Yeah.
The next game we got the Cleveland Browns at the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jaguars are favored by 3.5 points. The over and under is 41.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
I actually feel I got the Jags winning this one by the 3.5. Felt that they came out, played okay last week. I feel like they could put a little more effort in different areas. It was a tough pick because I know the Browns got something to prove and they could play a little stronger than what I seen last week. And like Casey said, they did play pretty good at times as well in that game against Dallas. But I feel both offenses have put some points on the board, at least 20 on both sides, cover that 41.5.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Actually, I got Jacksonville winning this game. Cleveland's offense. Deshaun Watson. I mean, I'm not him right now. They just lost Njoku. I think he's gonna be out for a few games. Nick Chubb is already out. So I got Jacksonville winning their home opener, and I think it's gonna be under. Though. I don't think they're gonna go over that. I'm gonna take the under.
Yeah, I'm picking Jacksonville to cover as well, but I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game because I don't think Cleveland's going to have much offense, and their defense is good enough to sort of contain the Jaguars. So I think the game is going to be somewhere around 17-10, something like that.
I can see that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, now y'all got to be careful on this one, okay? Be careful.
Is it your team? We're probably talking about your team.
You got the New York Jets at the Tennessee Titans, and the Jets are favored by 4 points. The over and under is 43.5. Just be careful. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
I hate to break it to you, my guy, but I mean, Will Levis, that might be the worst interception I ever saw in my life. But I can't believe what he was. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Jets. I think that defense is gonna be feasting on them. But I'm gonna go with the under though. I'll just say that. But I got the Jets winning though. I think they're gonna win their first game.
What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
I'm gonna just be quick and easy. I'm gonna just say Jets get the win by +3 and take the under. That's just off of Will. I won't lie to you. I wanted to take y'all, honestly. Even at home, I just feel like just the game last week, it being the Jets and knowing just that I think we both feel the same way about the QB.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be a homer, but I am going to pick my Titans to cover. I don't think they're going to beat us by 4. They might beat us by 3, but they ain't beating us by 4. And I'm taking the under on that game. Because I don't think they're going to be able to really run the ball on Tennessee. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball with them 2 big defensive linemen we got right there. But they are going to throw the ball.
Yeah,
they're
those defensive line
all over the field on us. And that Garrett Wilson probably going to kill us. He's going to probably get 100.
Yeah, he's due. And he's capable, too. I mean, he's a great player at Ohio State, so I remember him. He can play.
And Will Levis, man, listen, I thought I had some faith in him before the season started, but after watching him in that game and that interception he threw, I'm like, dude, are you serious?
I think he's going to be more known for that mayonnaise commercial that he got going on.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's Levis on a Mayo commercial?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's what he's endorsing. Yep.
Yeah. And I blame it on the offensive coordinator too, because I'm like, dude, you up 17-0, man. Just run the ball and punt. They can't get no yardage on you at all defensively.
Yeah.
Just run the ball, 3 and out, punt, man, and play some defense. That's it.
Play some defense.
Because they couldn't get nothing offensively. They just gave that game away, man.
Definitely.
So I wish you good luck, man, but I don't know. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either, but I just hope they cover.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So next we got up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions are favored by 6, and the over and under is 49. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
Man, I'm a surprise a lot of people with, even though Detroit's at home. Stafford came in last week, ex-Detroit prototype of all time, and did what he did. I just have a feel that Baker Mayfield is going to take the Bucks into Detroit and get a tough win early in the season. But I feel like it'll be one of them great grimy games with an under of 49. Even though I feel both teams are more than capable of putting up those numbers, I just feel like at some point in the game, some team will make a few stops to where that under would be a difficult thing to reach late in that fourth quarter.
Okay, what you think about that one, Casey?
The playoff rematch from last year, I remember that. So I'm actually going to take Detroit, but I don't think they're going to cover. I think it's going to be a close game, and I'm going to take the under.
Okay. I'm going under on the points too, but I think that the Lions are going to cover. I think offensively, man, they got a running game. They can hit the back out the backfield, and they got a number one receiver that they can go through all the time with that St. Brown kid.
St. Brown, yeah.
So, man, I think they're going to win it and cover, but I think it's going to be under the 49 points, though. The next one we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens are favored by 9.5, and the over and under is 42.5. What's your thoughts on that, Casey?
I definitely got the Ravens winning their first game. They played Kansas City tough last week, just a couple plays here and there. The one guy had his tippy toe outside the on the paint there. That's why they have a touchdown. But the Raiders offense, the Raiders quarterbacks, I mean, I don't have any faith in the offense. So I think Baltimore is going to cover.
I feel the same way that the Ravens are definitely cover. 42.5. As he said, they came out looking very good. If they can get it going early in Baltimore, I say it's a possibility, but I'm going to take the under just because of knowing how tough Baltimore's defense is. And I don't think their offense alone can put up 42 because just I know how their defense is playing right now as well.
I'm taking the Ravens to cover that 9.5, but I'm going to take the over because I think the Ravens going to score. They might score 40.
Yeah.
And if all the Raiders need to get is 3, because I think for sure Lamar Jackson going to be on a mission in this game, bro. From losing that game to the Chiefs, I think he's going to be on a mission. He's going to hit that number one receiver he got, and they're going to be able to run the ball with Henry. I could definitely see them scoring 40 points in this game, man, and beating the snot out of the Raiders. So I'm picking them to cover, and I'm picking the over, only because I know they're going to score a lot of points. The next game we got is the LA Rams at the Arizona Cardinals, and the Rams are favored by 1.5 points, and the over and under is 49.5. What's your thoughts on that Level Up Sports team?
Wow. I'm going to take the Rams to cover 49.5. It's a lot knowing how the Cardinals came out last week. Kyler Murray really couldn't, get the ball past that line and out there, couldn't really see over him. And I seen the Rams last week. That defensive line is pretty tough for the Rams. I think that the under for this game, due to the fact that I think that Rams defensive line will definitely be putting some pressure on Murray, and them defensive backs that they have is definitely good as well.
What's your thoughts on that, Casey?
Yeah, I got the Rams winning and covering. Divisional matchup, so it could be a tougher game, I'm thinking, but for the offenses. So I'm going to take the under on that one.
I'm going to take the under as well, and I'm going to take the Rams to cover. I think they're going to give Kyler Murray all kinds of fits, man. Him being a shorter quarterback, it just hasn't been good for him lately because of those big old linemen, offensively and defensively. Unless he got a throwing lane or they rolling him out, his accuracy isn't as good. Even though he has some good offensive players with him, I don't think they're going to do much, and I definitely don't think they're going to score 49.5. I don't even think the Rams and the Lions scored 49 last week. 49 last week either, right? I think they had, 47? It was 27.
Yeah, they was under 40. I think they was under 49, I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I definitely don't see the Cardinals doing that.
Mhm.
So the next one we got, and I'm gonna go easy on you. Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 5.5, and the over and under must be 46. Then if it's a half now. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Man, I mean, I got to go with my head over my heart. So, I mean, I think Kansas City is going to win. But I think we're going to show, you know what, we're going to show some fight. I'm going to say they're not going to cover. I think it's going to be, I think we're going to, stay within that spread. But I got Kansas City winning. I think overall it's going to be under.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that? Level Up Sports 10?
I know you say you got to go with your heart and everything, Casey. My heart is a Bengal. And I feel we going to get the win. I don't see us getting the 5.5 because we like field goals and Arrowhead. We're the only team, if you think about it, that give Kansas City problems. It don't matter when we play them, they worried about Cincinnati. And I feel that we can definitely. I just got a feeling, man. I don't know what it is that we can come out and we can get a field goal to get the win, if not even more. But I'm gonna definitely stay under as well. But I just think we could at least get the win, man. I'm definitely big on my Bengals, man. Definitely big on them.
I hope you're right, man. Actually, we played them tough for a little bit with Jake at quarterback last year. We was in it for a little bit, so
yeah,
we do seem to match up well with them.
And I think the other difference is for that starting corner that normally guards Chase, he's no longer there.
Need, right? I think he's in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, he in Tennessee.
He's no longer there. So you got another man out there that got to try to prove himself. And Chase has definitely torched that defense, of course. And I just think with Gesicki, I just got a feeling that we're going to come out and we're going to do some things that need to be done. And it's the time where our offensive line need to step up. Definitely Orlando Brown have to make a statement. He at home, so I think he could definitely calm the troops and make us a little tougher out there for this game coming.
And T. Higgins supposed to be out again, so that means we got to have Usovis step up.
Next man up. I feel like that rookie will get the job done.
Yeah. And then hopefully Jermaine Burton plays because he's explosive out of Alabama. So
yeah, very explosive.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question. Was T. Higgins playing? And then I was going to give y'all some love. But if T. Higgins ain't playing, I think it's going to be a good game, though. I really do think it's going to be a good game. Anytime you playing the Super Bowl champs, you giving them everything you got.
Everything you
and
got.
They ain't going to just go over there and lay down and just let Patrick Mahomes throw all over the place on him. If they can keep and contain Xavier Worthy going over the top, contain Rice coming up underneath, they got a chance to be in this game. I don't think the Chiefs are going to cover. I got them winning by 3 points, and I think it's going to be over, though. I do think they're going to get more than 46.5.
What we normally do against them, I've noticed, is that when we play well against them, our defensive line gets after Mahomes with pressure, and we play like a nice zone, keep our safeties back so they can't beat us over the top. So I think that's going to be the strategy. That's the only way you can really.
Yeah, we got Von Bell back too, and I think Von Bell. I think having Von Bell in a game like this early in the season, the way he was looking last week coming off the field, like I just don't think we was ourselves last week. You know, get that contract signed. I feel like it'd be an even more different team, even with Higgins out. So, like I said, I feel like that alone, we get that done. I think it'll be a different hydroplane for us moving forward. I think we'll be on that way up.
I was actually talking to a couple of buddies of mine, and I was saying maybe it was like that first game was like a trap game. Like maybe we just took New England too light or something. We wasn't
too light.
Expect them or something looking ahead to Kansas City. So now we better bring it in for sure, and I think we will.
That's all everybody was talking to me about was the Kansas City game. I'm like, we got to play New England week 1. What? I'm not looking past New England, man. Like we got a game week 1, so I think you're right. I mean, you hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Okay. So next we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Denver Broncos. The Steelers are favored by 2.5, and the over and under is 49.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
They said 49.5. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers with the 2.5. They showed me some things last week down in Atlanta. I'm going to take them even though Mile High had that place that's tough to play in, everybody know about. I'm going to take Pittsburgh because they defense put up put up a great showing last week. And I'm going to go with the under 49.5. Denver got a nice defense as well. And, you know, you just don't know what you're going to get, but I'm going to definitely take Pittsburgh on the win for the North.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Man, I don't even call them Pittsburgh. I call them Crapburg because I hate them so much. But I'm gonna take Pittsburgh. And you said, I thought the game was at Pittsburgh, but it's in Denver. They're on the road 2 weeks in a row. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's in Denver. Let me double check and make sure.
But either way, I got Pittsburgh winning, and because of the defense is involved, I'm gonna go under 49. But I got Pittsburgh covering. I think they'll win. But I thought it was at home for them. But even if it's at Denver, I'll still take them in that.
Yeah, it's in Denver.
Okay.
Denver.
Yeah, it's a 4:30 game.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna pick the Steelers to cover that 2.5. I think it's gonna be under. I think playing in Mile High Stadium is gonna be a little different for the Steelers, but I think the Steelers are gonna be able to run the ball enough with Justin Fields and with Najee Harris enough to control the game and pull out that win. And but I think it's going to be under that 39.5. But I'm picking the Steelers on that one.
Yeah.
The next game is the Chicago Bears at the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are favored by 6.5 points. And the over and under is 46.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Yeah, I got Houston winning this game, their home opener. Chicago, I know they won that game against you guys last week, but I wasn't really impressed with them. And so, plus Houston's officially my second favorite team because they got my guy Joe Mixon. So if we don't do nothing, I want to see Houston do something. So yeah, I got Houston covering, and I'm gonna take the over though.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that one? Level Up Sports 10.
I'm gonna definitely take Houston on the over for the 6.5. It's like I'm asking would the Bears get 2 touchdowns and a field goal, or will Houston get 35 points at home? Would be the question for me. I know they could get 30, but I'm gonna go with the under. I don't know what it is about these 40s that's scaring me on the over and under this week. But I'm going to definitely go at the under, but I feel Tennessee could definitely get the win, at least put up win and at least get the win by a couple touchdowns against Chicago.
It seems like Vegas thinks there's going to be a lot of high-scoring games this week.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
They got a bunch of games in the 40s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I got the Texans winning that game and covering. If Pollard for the Titans can rush for 80 yards on Chicago, Joe Mixon going to do another 150. So I don't see the Bears stopping that run game at all.
Man, they might not even have to beat him 30 times.
Yeah. And you got C.J. Stroud being able to play action pass.
Yeah.
Man, that's a mixture for disaster for the Bears. So I got them definitely winning that game and covering.
I always thought my guy Mixon was underrated, man. So, I just feel like they had a great line for him to run behind, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't think he's going to run for 150 yards every week, but I think if they line block for him, he can make people miss, and in an open field, he can do some damage. So, I'm pulling for him.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a very tough runner, man. He's hard to bring down, especially once he gets to that second wave. Oh, man, he's hard to bring down.
All-purpose back, too. He can catch it, too. So, he's
not really a lot of tough tacklers in that division, too.
Yeah.
So when it come to him shaking loose, I think he got a lot of freedom, and for him to feed him 30 times that first week, I'm like, man, it took us 2.5 games to feed him 30 times, sometimes 3. So
Especially
hats
with
off to him. I'm glad to see him excited in Houston doing what he's doing, man. Definitely.
yeah, no doubt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. All right, the last game we got. The Atlanta Falcons at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are favored by 6.5, and the over and under is 48.5. They must think Philadelphia gonna score 40 of them.
40 of them,
Apparently.
man.
I wouldn't doubt it though.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
On that note, with that, man, if Vegas needs 40 balls this week, I'm going to take the Eagles on the win, cover, and the over. One time for the one time all the way through.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that one, Casey?
Yeah, I'm with him. I'm gonna take the Eagles to cover. I think it's gonna be over because I wasn't impressed with the Falcons' defense. So
Right.
game. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, and I'm gonna have them cover. It's Philadelphia's offense. I mean, all the weapons they got. Good luck, Falcons defense.
Man.
Yeah, I'm picking.
The Eagles defense too kind of struggled with Green Bay a little bit. So I think it'd be a high scoring game.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. The struggles that Philadelphia had with Green Bay last week, even though Kirk Cousins he's not that good.
He's
not that shaking.
I like the fact that they was feeding Bijan Robinson the ball out the backfield and with the receptions and handing the ball. But I still believe that the Eagles are going to cover that 6.5, and I'm going to pick the over too, because I think the Eagles are just going to score a whole lot of points. I think the Falcons going to get to 20 though.
Yeah.
But I definitely see the Eagles in the 30s. So that's what I think about that game right there.
In Atlanta, they already drafted Kirk's replacement. I think he's on the clock. He knows that.
He on a hot seat, man. A walking millionaire on a hot seat, boy. I tell you.
Right. I couldn't believe they gave him $100 million, man, for 4 years. That's nuts.
Well, he's got the best agent ever. I'll tell you that. The deal.
Yeah, his agent. You got to give his agent some credit because he said if it ain't $100 million, he ain't coming.
Right.
I don't think has Kirk even won one playoff game, or I know he's never gotten to the championship game. But I don't think he's won many playoff games in his career.
Man, that's a good question.
He has.
I don't even think
when he was in Washington, he was pitiful. When he went to Minnesota, he had a couple of good seasons, but he never did anything in the playoffs.
Right. He should have won. He should have won quite a few with Minnesota with the team they had surrounded. It was just, I guess, there was too much money in the bag. I don't know.
Yeah, he usually choke. After a while, he usually choke whenever the game is on the line anyway.
Yeah, that's his history.
Right.
Yeah.
So what y'all think about who y'all think gonna come out of each division in the NFL? Who you think coming out the AFC and the NFC?
Ooh.
AFC. You can go ahead, Casey. I think I actually.
All right, so each division. So I'm saying AFC East. I'm gonna take Miami in that division. AFC South. I'm gonna take the Houston Texans. AFC North. I'm gonna still stick with the Bengals. I know it's probably a homer pick, but if we get our act together, I think we can still win the division. And then let's see what's the other division? AFC I'm missing. AFC West. AFC West, of course, Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City.
NFC East. I'm gonna take Dallas. NFC South. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay. NFC West, let's see. I'll take San Francisco. And NFC North, I'm going to go with Detroit.
It's crazy.
What you got on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
It's crazy because ours is almost identical. In the AFC North, who they straight up, don't matter what we looking like at any point in the season, I'm still going to rock with us because the North is always tough. coming through that end. I feel like we could get a couple game leads once we start in the division as well. I got the Jets winning the East. Got the Texans coming out of the South. And AFC West, of course, I got those Kansas City guys. Mm-hmm. Then NFC North, man, I wanted, honestly, Green Bay to be one of my teams, but with that injury, I got Detroit. I got Dallas in the East. I got Tampa Bay in the South. I got San Francisco in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mine's just similar to y'all's. Only difference I got is I got the Ravens winning that one, and then I got the Eagles winning over the Cowboys.
Yeah.
In their division, yeah.
It's gonna come down to those two teams, I believe, in NFC East.
Yeah.
All together. Yeah.
Yep, for sure. Well, unless y'all got anything else y'all want to add, we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Well, I was going to say, the AFC East, though, Miami, I got them, but the Jets could come and get them, though. But I think that's a good pick by you, level sports team. It's a good pick. But I'm going to still stick with Miami, though.
Yeah, I just like the.
I can see the Jets doing it, too.
I like the Jets because of that defense, and I got my hopes. I've been an A-Rod fan for years, and if I just want to see him healthy. If he could stay healthy through a season, I feel like the Jets can definitely get that division, because the Miami Dolphins, as good as they are and as great as that offense is, we've seen what offense do. Could sell 1 million tickets, but it won't get you no title. That's one thing for sure. So until they defense step up, I'm always going to have that feeling in that way about Miami. Dallas and Philadelphia, I do like your choice in that with Philly, because I definitely want to choose Philly. I just don't know if they're going to give me them hiccups at the receiver position and fold with each other doing what the other not doing. I don't know sometimes how they fold last season. But that's the only reason I got Dallas. Only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of them can be interchanged, because I can see, because anytime that the Ravens and the Steelers and the Browns and the Bengals play in that division, they all find a way to slow down Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So any of them can probably come out of it winning it, but I think the Bengals is probably the best team outside of Baltimore that could probably win that division. I can't see the Browns winning it or the Steelers winning that division.
The Steelers.
One thing for sure. Go ahead, Casey.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to say the Steelers, the first half of their schedule, I mean, is not too bad for them, but the second half is like, I think the vast majority of their games, like the last 8 games, are AFC North opponents.
Yeah, get hectic.
Tougher than the second half of the year for them. I noticed that.
Yeah. When I did their preview, I saw that as well.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think we all agree San Francisco going to win theirs and the Kansas City Chiefs going to win theirs.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt. That's
they got cakewalk.
If they stay healthy, they're gonna be fine. It could be a rematch in the Super Bowl. I hate to say it, it could be, but
I'm gonna stay away from that rematch. I feel we gonna be I feel a certain way about my boys coming into this new week, that we could get it together. We was preparing for it, so now we got to get out and show what we really about now, whether T. Higgins is there or not.
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is in New Orleans this year, by the way, and that's Jamar Chase hometown, and of course Joe Burrow played that last year.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna get into that part of it. I just wanted to stay away because I don't want to get my hopes up too soon. But I know where the aftermath is gonna be stopping this year.
That's the
for
dream.
sure.
Yeah, that's the dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My son said the coach coming out the AFC South.
The Colts. He like
the coach.
That pass, 65
Yeah,
yards with one
definitely.
leg. That was just insane. Off of one leg. I mean,
he got a cannon for an arm, man. He got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
definitely.
Yeah.
You know, it could go any way. They're a team that, you know, they always play Houston tough, especially in Indy. They normally be splitting. Yeah. And that'd definitely be a game to watch, whether the first game is at Indy or the first game is at Houston.
They played last week, and
first game.
The coach gave it up, man.
The coach gave the first game up. Yeah,
he gave it up.
I don't know what I'm tripping off of, but the next one for sure, I'm gonna definitely look at him throughout the season. but I still feel it. I mean, it's not a bad pick because they could definitely tie it up too in that division.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm gonna stick with Houston. Yeah, I'm gonna just stick with Houston. If anything, I feel the Colts will come in slightly behind them.
I can definitely see that too. I think that both of them are better than Jacksonville and Tennessee because they got a running game. The coach got a running game, man. You got to be responsible for them. Then when they play action pass, they can throw it over your head.
They could throw it, yeah, definitely.
They got Jonathan Taylor and Richardson. He can run and run you over too. So
yeah,
it's gonna be tough to stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, I mean, that was a great show we had tonight on the NFL preview of week 2.
Yes,
so
sir.
Hopefully next week we can come back together again. We try to do live streams every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 7:45, either talking NFL or college. So tonight we did the NFL. So next week we'll be back on Monday, and we'll probably do a couple of other shows in between that time just to get some things off our chest to talk about college sports and NFL and what other sports is going on around the country. So without anything else being said, peace, fellas.
Peace.
All right, have a good one. Thank you, WTP.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.